Is this on? Do I need to turn this mic on, or we're all good with that?
Mic is already on. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Now you can talk.
Took him a minute. Hi, Terry. It took him a minute to get us live. How are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you, Melinda?
Good, good. Everybody knows Terry. You guys asked me about her. When is she coming back? And this is Terry, our animal communicator, not just dogs, although, you know, dogs is a big question, but kitties, and I'm imagining horses and, you know, animals of all kinds that you can ask questions about tonight. And of course, I'm your psychic medium. And when I'm getting names and dates, it doesn't just have to be somebody that's dead. It can be somebody that's alive. In fact, I get alive people and dead people all at once because I'm jumping into your energy field. And as usual, I have got a few names for you before we get started. And we are starting early tonight, so we may have some people catching up. I've already got a line or two going on here, so we're good there, and we'll take it from there. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Good. All right, so the names that I got were Jerry, Jared, or a Jeremy, a Robert, or a Robin, a Carolyn, an Evan, or a Devin, or a Kevin, Sandy, I think it's a Callie, like as in Calla Lily. Sam, Walter, Neil, Florida, Jonah, or Jonas. So I got some common names and one or two unusual names here. So our Zoom code for tonight is 932-599-723. And our phone number here is 480-755-0222. So that's 480-755-0222 for phone readings, and the Zoom code is 932-599-723. When you're Zooming, make sure that your sound is on and that we can hear you. And, you know, sometimes we are on the East Coast with people and it's a little bit late, and so your room may be dark. And that's fine if you don't want us to see you, but sometimes it's like talking to a blank screen for us. So, you know, to know what that is. Okay. So anyway, let's see what we're getting here. I think it's ringing now or something. Yeah. Hi, this is Melinda. How can I help you?
Hey, Melinda. This is Robin. Let me turn off the iPad.
Okie dokie.
Because I got you on. Wow. Hold on. I got to get you off the Zoom.
What's the extensions?
Hold on, everybody. She's going to get that so it's not going to creak. How's that? That's good.
Yeah, I didn't know whether I was going to get you in on the Zoom or on the phone line. So I went both ways.
Okay, so who is this now?
This is Robin.
Robin, how are you?
Doing fine.
You're our Robin, right?
You what?
You're our Robin.
Yes, I'm your Robin.
This is our Robin. I know Robin. So, Robin, I bet you have a question for Terri since you and I know each other so well.
I do. I've been waiting to get into her.
Okay, well, very good. Well, your timing is perfect. This is Terri. This is our Robin. Robin lives in Oklahoma, and she traveled all the way down to Dallas to see me when I was there to get a reading. And she's working. Yeah, and that's in September that I'll be in Texas. And she works with her own intuition and so on. So, Robin, what question do you have for Terri tonight?
I just want to know about my fur babies, how they're doing. I lost two of them right back to back.
She lost her fur babies, two of them back to back.
Back. Can you tell me their names, please?
Names, please.
Jack and Sissy.
Jack and Sissy.
Thank you. Having a party. I see party hats, balloons, running around, ice cream, cake. Cake is their favorite. So as far as your feelings, it's important for you to know that they're okay. They're having a ball. Don't worry about them. They'll be back around to hang out with you. I feel like there's going to be a brown and black dog that comes to you.
A brown black dog?
Brown and black.
Brown and black.
Okay. I got one that showed up on my doorstep about 8 weeks after Jack passed away.
Okay.
Okay. Nice. Very nice. So I feel it's he is going to be staying with you permanently, even though that's something maybe that you weren't quite feeling like you might be ready for it. He's there to help you out, help you with your heart. Does that make sense to you?
He's a mess. I really think I think that's the dog that I have right now. I think he's already here.
That would make sense to me. That would make sense. That feels like I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's a mess. I think that there's some energy around him where he's a little bit skittish, Robin.
Well, he's not with us, but he is with other people.
Yeah, he's a little skittish. I think he picked you out.
He did.
Yeah.
So you're to help him, he's to help you. Mostly I feel that he's there to help you, even though he is skittish towards other people. I feel that he knows that he's there just for you. You understand what I mean by that? He's going to help you through the emotions of the loss that you've had. Feels like it's more than just the two dogs, that there's multiple losses on top of each other. And so he's there to help you work through that so that you understand it's okay to open up your heart and love more, even though they don't stay here as long as you. It's important for you to continue that path of opening up your heart and accepting those that come to you.
I actually feel, now Terri, you can kind of put me on the right track if I'm off on this, but I actually think he's here more for my husband. Although he's funny, he makes us laugh. He's a mess. He's an absolute mess, but he makes us laugh. Did you get that, Terri?
It looks like she's frozen a little bit. Her computer might be frozen a little bit. You know what? I think that there is definitely a gift in this dog for you. And I don't read dogs like I do people, but I will tell you that I see someone standing behind you who has the name of either Norm or Norma, and is telling you that they are working with you right now on at work. Something about your work, or they're with you at work because you're shifting or doing something with work. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, that's my mother.
Okay, that's your mother. And have you had some kind of shift or something at work for you?
Well, that was my question to you, Melinda.
Mm-hmm.
Is I have, and we've talked about this, my spirit work, and I have a goal to be at a certain place in June.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a girlfriend push that up, and she says, I don't think it's June. She says, I think it's April.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know whether I'm ready for April.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to see what you thought about that.
Well, I think that you can't push spirit work up when you're unprepared for it, that you really have to do what you need to do when you feel the most comfortable. So to me, it doesn't matter whether it's April or June, as long as you get it done. There's not that much time in between, but I do want you to know that that is your mama that is kind of behind you right now, then, if that's her name. Jean, do you know who Jean is? Jean?
Who?
Jean, Jean, Jean.
That's that's my husband's aunt, but she's still here here with us.
Okay, because I'm being
But
told
I
that,
have
I'm
a-
being
I have
told
a
that,
Daryl.
no, it's Jean. I'm being told that, that there's also someone that they're expecting soon on the other side named Jean, and your mother just wants you to know to prepare your husband for that, that there's somebody named Jean that's coming. And so she, she might be getting older there. And it feels like it has something to do with her lungs. So I just want you to know that, okay? And then
Yeah.
as far as your spirit work, wait. I think your mother has just decided that she's going to run off at the mouth since Terri froze here. And I'm going to put Terri back on. But your mother just decided to run off at the mouth because she's standing behind you and she wanted to tell you that she's there for you with the work and not to be afraid. And so, again, you do have to be ready. And so April to me or June doesn't matter, but you might want to do the numerology around it and see which numbers are expansive for you, okay?
Okay.
Because
my mom's death date is coming up, and it's the same as my daughter's birthday. My mom passed away on my daughter's birthday.
okay, all right. So therefore, that's why she's pushing through here and made Terri freeze so she could talk to you.
Yes, she did.
Made Terri freeze. But anyway, and so do tell your husband to expect Aunt Jean to go probably in the fallish, maybe. It could push into next year, but it feels like something with, lungs or, breathing. I'm going to say breathing. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, because we will make sure that we go and visit with her. Not that we would talk about this, but we need to visit. We haven't seen her in a while, so that's gonna
Okay.
that's gonna go up on the radar to go see.
Okay, because your mom made sure to say that to me. Okay. All right. Now, going back to the new dog who you named what?
Milo.
Milo is the name of the new dog. So Terri, what the question was it Milo was more for Robin's husband because Milo makes them laugh, and then you froze. And Norma, I almost thought, wait, what was that her name? Yeah, Norma kicked you out. So there you go. Okay.
Yeah,
So
she was pretty
what's the
insistent
answer
about
to that question?
She was pretty insistent about getting her voice heard tonight.
She was very insistent about getting her voice heard tonight.
So as far as Milo being specifically for her husband,
We will. Go ahead, Terri.
I just feel that he's there in general to help open him up. Laughing helps bring the joy in, which helps heal the heart. I feel like your husband's a lot quieter than you, and so your energy coming in is what I'm picking up on mostly, and I feel that he really is more towards you. Yes, he makes you laugh, but I feel that the underlying help is for you. It's not that he's not helping your husband, he is. But if he has to choose, it's going to be you. That's the purpose for him coming.
Oh, that's funny. Too bad you're stuck with the darn dog.
Right. And that's, so I don't know if you heard me before I got booted off, was that I felt that, even though you may not necessarily want another one at this point, there is a specific...
No, I did not. I tried to shove him out the door.
Yeah, I know.
Which is unusual. Usually I'm the rescuer, and my husband's like, and my husband says, no, we got to keep him. And I'm like,
well, this is a nice dog, though, honey. That's a nice
Oh,
dog.
yes.
he is a nice dog. He is a very nice dog.
Yeah.
If you allow yourself to bond with him, you're going to see what a sweetheart he is.
But your energy is the one, sweetheart. Not that your husband isn't a good guy, but your energy is the one.
Yes.
He's a fun dog. He's a fun dog.
Please talk to your mother more often so that she doesn't have to interfere.
And my earphones.
All right, you had another question about Norma before we boot you off. What is it, babe?
I'm actually probably taken over.
She said something about a David. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I think so.
Who is it?
My ex-husband?
Oh, she's talking about your ex-husband. Is she? Hey, she's giving tales out of school. Did I know that you were married before?
Well,
That would be a no.
That would be a no. Okay, so she's just giving me stuff that we haven't talked about too. So, you know, that's adorable. So she's just, you know, she wants you to get the work done that you want to get done in front of you, honey, because it is so important to you.
She will help you if you talk to her.
Yeah.
I'm really scared,
Don't-
to do it.
Don't be scared. What's the worst that can
Don't be scared. Don't be scared. She'll be there to help you as long as you let her. All you have to do is ask her.
Yeah, don't
She's
be scared.
waiting.
Don't be scared. Anybody that gives love to another person is, you know, with a loving heart and a strong meditative connection, you'll be fine.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I miss my mother. Tell her I love her.
She says she loves you too. She says that she is there for you, and a grandson that may be having some trouble.
Oh.
You got one of your grandsons having some trouble?
Well, I have 6 of them.
Who's about 20, 21, 19, 20, 21?
Oh. He's a good kid, but he's up in Tulsa.
Okay, so she might be worried about him. He might be stressing out over something. It feels like a dollar sign. Is he worried about money?
No, it wouldn't be money, but he's just a high achiever. I could see him probably just maintaining that level,
Okay.
He's just a freshman in college.
I feel like he's highly sensitive as well. And so because of that, he's not quite sure how to deal with everything.
Yeah.
So
I
you
could
can
see
work
that.
with him on that as well.
Yeah, he's got a sweet soul, but I'm still getting that it's money. So I wonder if that he's got some kind of bill coming up or something he's concerned about. You should find out.
And that surprised me. He shouldn't be worried about money, but he might be anyway. So, you don't know about those things.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be worried.
Yeah. What's his name?
Parker?
Parker. How old actually is he?
He's right at 20.
Yeah, he's a very smart and very sweet soul, honey. He'll go a long way, okay? But your mom sticks to him like glue. She really likes him. I mean, I don't want to say she's playing favorites, but she really likes him.
Yeah. No. Well, all the grandkids are really good. So, but not to say that they don't have problems.
Yeah. All right. So we will move on to a Skype person, and thank you for calling tonight, and enjoy your new dog.
I will. Terri, I was looking forward to seeing you. I want to make sure my other fur babies were good. Melinda, I will be seeing you in Texas.
Very nice. Look forward to it, my love. See you then.
Nice talking to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Such a nice lady. Such a nice lady. Traveled all the way from, I don't know, somewhere in Oklahoma down to Texas and had such a good time with her. And she's just as sweet as she can be. Okay, what are we going to do? Let's get a panelist.
Debbie Marie?
Sure.
Where are you, Debbie?
So he's going to get a panelist on here, and
Where did Debbie
in the
go?
meantime, I've got a Walter and something about a Jonah or a Jonas and a Neil, which are interesting. I think different names, Jonah or Jonas, and I think that there is a woman who's standing behind me that feels grandmotherly in her nature, and I don't know if you'll be able to make a connection with her or not. And so she is telling me to tell her granddaughter, it's a female, hi sweetie, that she's trying to get through to you, and that she hopes you get through tonight, and that she is aware of you wanting to connect with her. And she smells like a soap, like clean soap all the time. So we got two people on, Vail. What are you doing?
I'll disappear for a minute.
Okay, Deb.
Okay.
Thank you, darling. Yeah. All right. Hi, Alyssa. How are you, honey?
I'm all right.
All right. So Terri, this is a regular or regular. Do you like me calling you regular? A regular client of mine. This is somebody that I know very well, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut, and which is very hard for me to do, as Alyssa knows. But she needs to talk to you, and I know that for sure. So go ahead, Alyssa, honey.
Okay.
Thank you, Melinda.
Yeah.
I've got a very sick doggy, and we need to know if we need to put her down or not.
Okay. Just breathe for me. Okay. I need you to breathe because it helps with everything. What's your dog's name?
Pearl.
Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
And how
I
old
can
is
show
Pearl?
you. She's
Sure.
11. I can show you.
Oh, I'd love to see her.
Hi, Pearl.
Oh, what a sweet girl. What a sweet girl. Very nice. So what I'm getting from her is that she is ready to go. She's having a little trouble, her spirit departing from the body. So if you would be okay to help her along with that process, she would greatly appreciate it. I also feel that she would like to stay at home if that's a possibility for you. And the suggestion that I have is that you spend some time just having conversation with her. She really just wants you to just talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
She has enjoyed the life that she's had, although sometimes it's been a little rocky. It's been the most enjoyable time that she's had in all of her times being here. So a big thank you for that. She would like to have you take a picture of you and write. She'd like you to write a book about the two of you, the travels that you've had. You understand what that means?
I'm a photographer. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, good. So that will be a big help for her. Is there any question that you have specifically for her that you'd like me to answer? I can help you through the process as well if you'd like.
So we've been trying to see, if she needs to go soon or try to make her more comfortable until she's ready. I guess just kind of, should we do it soon? Should we wait a little bit? What do you think? I know that's hard to probably answer.
It is. She is ready to go. Her spirit is ready to leave. There's the issue with the body, not quite 100%. It feels like the body will kind of drag on, and she does not want that process to happen. So by you helping her have the vet come to the house would be beneficial for her spirit and for you. I feel that sooner rather than later would be more beneficial for her. But it's important for you to be okay with that process at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that it's an easy thing to do, but you need to understand that she's okay with it. She's actually asking you to help her by having the vet come there. And that's one of the biggest honors you can do for a pet, is to help them when they're not quite able to make that separation and go ahead and go, rather than dragging it out. She does not want to be dragged out. She doesn't want that process. She feels that it just would be harder for you by doing that. And she doesn't want to cause you pain.
Yeah.
And Alyssa, I do have to say that I did not talk to Terri about you at all. Yeah. I didn't say one word, did I, Terri, that I knew that somebody was calling in with this issue at all, so that you know that it was very pure. And
I know.
I got to tell you that I'm going to say again that numerology around it is very good to look at. So Friday would be a number 7, and I'm getting Friday. And I think that, that would be a great number, because it's 7 heavens as 7 days, and 7 is a big number. And that might not be such a bad date. I think it's March 1st on Friday, I think. I
Seven's a good number.
But I'm getting Friday is what I'm getting, honey. Okay.
And I would agree with that. That gives you enough time for you to take those pictures and to go ahead and have those moments where you can talk. And I feel that by you actually helping her through this process at this time, you will understand what she's telling you. Just believe what you hear, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Believe what you hear.
Okay, honey.
Okay.
Okay, honey. Thank you for zooming in.
Thank
So,
you.
We'll have a
You're
good
welcome. Thank you.
night. Okay, honey.
Thank you, Melinda.
You know I love you. Okay. Okay. So I'm smelling ivory soap. I've got a grandmother that is with me who smells like ivory soap. If anybody or like soap, I think it's ivory. I use ivory, but it's not me. It's not me. I'm smelling soap. But if anybody has that, Grandma, would you please let Bill know so that, you know, we can get you in. And now we can get Debbie Marie back in, please, Bill, as we knocked her off. Hi, Deb.
Hi, it's okay. It was on my end. We had a little connection issue.
I see you've got your baby right there in your arms.
I've got one right here. I've got the other one climbing up my shoulder right here. And the puppy's on the floor running around.
Very nice.
So my first question, I guess, Terry, is for this little guy here. He's my old man. No. Look at Terry. Look. Say hi, Terry. Hi, Melinda.
Hi.
He's a very old man. He is a grumpy old man sometimes. That's the puppy barking. I'm sorry. I just want to know how he's doing, what you see for him, and what I can do to help him in his old age. And the puppy's running around like a mad dog right now.
So I feel like he's quite a shy guy. I feel like he's doing pretty good. As far as the grumpiness, he's just decided that, you know, he wants things, he wants it done his way. I feel like, you know, he pretty much wasn't like that when he was very, very young. But as he got older, he just kind of decided, I want it my way. And if you don't like it, too bad, so sad. He's gotten to be pretty open as far as speaking his mind, which is kind of cool, you know. He feels pretty good to me.
Oh, that does my heart good. I've been a little worried about him because he seemed a little down, and I know he's slowing down a little bit, and I see it in his walk and stuff, and I was a little concerned about him.
Well, sure, I understand. You know, as we get older, we get kind of a little bit slower. It's just the body. But
that's what I figured.
Overall, he feels pretty good.
Okay.
Not saying he's a spring chicken, but I don't feel anything in my body other than just a little bit of soreness, which, you know, age is going to be there. Maybe a little arthritis going on, but other than that, I feel like he's pretty good. He's kind of spunky.
He's kind of what?
Spunky.
He is. He is.
For being an old man, he's kind of spunky.
Oh, yeah.
He really, the puppy, on the other hand, he kind of gets a little annoyed with him because the puppy's trying to run him over and he's not having it. He says, I'm not ready to go yet, so you got to learn a few things before. So, what's the puppy's name?
The puppy is Onyx, and he's, come here. This is this guy here, if you can see him. He's outgrown the other two. But yeah, Oscar does put him in his place, and he won't have it, you know. I mean, this is Oscar's house, and that's always been the rule. Any new animal that comes in, this is Oscar. He's to be respected, and if you don't, then, you know, you're going to learn really quick.
Right. I feel like, you know, the puppy's he's just a baby. He's just learning the ropes. He wants to hurry up and get there.
Right.
I'm letting him know he just needs to slow down a little bit. He's young. He has a long way to go, so just take it easy. Enjoy it. Learn from the others, you know. He doesn't quite understand what it means to slow down. So for you, it's about having patience and teaching him it's okay. He doesn't have to rush into everything. Everything's okay. Just tell him,
Okay.
You're okay. You're okay.
Okay.
He should settle down a little bit.
Super.
Then we have just a little issue with the middle child, which is this
Middle
one
child,
here. who is really like upset with me right now. As you can tell, he doesn't want any part of anything because he just came off a punishment because he peed on the floor again. Now he's 3 years old. I've had him since he was a puppy, and he just started doing this nonstop.
So I feel it's two different issues. One is he's really, really pissed. Okay, he's really pissed. The second is he feels like he doesn't have any of his own space, to where he can go and just kind of have his own time. He feels like he's being run over by both of them, everybody in the house, that there's no place that's just for him. So my suggestion is to give him a space in the house that's just for him. This is yours, and that way you're part of the family. You don't have to feel like you're being run over. Yes.
I kind of thought he was upset with me, and I don't know. I wasn't sure where it was coming from, and it just started. And it's like I've given him more attention, and I've tried harder, and the space does make sense.
First, he does not feel like he's getting the attention. As far as getting in trouble, he doesn't feel that that's fair because he's not the only one that's causing the problem. The other two are putting in their input, but they're not getting caught.
Okay.
And they're saying things to each other, and you're not catching it. So you're going to need to really pay very close attention to the body language and see if you have thoughts going through your mind to catch what they're saying, because they're instigating the issues, and it's just compounding everything else with them.
Okay, that yes, I will definitely pay closer attention. I know the puppy, if I miss something that Buddy does, the middle one that I'm holding, if he makes a mistake or he does something he's not supposed to do, the puppy will be the one to point it out to me. He's like a little tattletale. And yes. I think, and I could see Buddy starting to get a little not playful with him anymore. And I was like, oh, there's a little sibling rivalry going on. Wasn't sure, but yes. Yeah, it makes total sense.
For sure.
Thank you so treat them much.
Just like kids. You're welcome.
Yes. Sometimes they're worse than kids.
True that.
Well, Melinda, I needed to touch on something with you as a follow-up. It was the beginning of February when we talked, and 2 weeks in a row, a name came through during meditation, and the name was Cheyenne. And that was my friend, and I got a reading from you. At the time, there were things that were coming up that I wasn't sure of because she's in California and I'm in New York. I said, I remember them, and one was a name, and I got to look at the name. The name was Ron, a name Ron. I didn't know who it was, so I wrote it down. And then there was something with her bathroom. Wasn't sure. There was something with medication in her heart. And I said I would check into it, and I did. And I tried to post it. I don't know if it posted or not. Ron happened to be, what I did was when I got off with you, I got in touch with her boyfriend, Rick. And I wasn't sure how he felt about it, but I just felt I needed to reach out to him. I put it off for a while, even though I was being nudged to get in touch with him. Once I talked to you, I knew I had to do it. And I asked Rick, I said, this is what happened. And I said, can I ask you a couple questions? He said, sure. I said, who's Ron? Ron was her landlord. I said, what happened with the bathroom? Apparently her dog Teeny had passed away a month before in the bathroom, and I didn't even know. There was something with the pill bottles. I asked him about that. Pill bottles were found when she was found, but they weren't significant to her passing. They were old, and there was none of it was in her system. It just happened to be there. So the medication was right. Mm-hmm. And from what I know, they do say that she just passed quietly in her sleep, and it was her heart. So I just needed to give you that because I am so grateful that confirmation not only came, but I was able to reach out to this person. And when I was done talking to him, he said he felt such a sense of relief.
Oh, I'm glad.
and such a healing that I needed to pass that on to you because that's yours, not mine.
I appreciate that, because one of the big controversies that's coming up in today's world, because when I started doing this business 30 years ago, there was not an internet. A computer was not in every household. And so I never got accused of looking anybody up because I couldn't have. And then in today's world, because we so easily can get in touch with things, there's a lot of people that say, oh, you must have looked me up. Well, of course, on here, when people are calling raw, I have no idea who they are. And if you're bringing somebody else into it, then, and she's giving me information that you don't know, and then you get confirmation, it gets everybody else in the audience confirmation that what we do as mediums or pet psychics or however we work is as pure as we can be, knowing that it's not an exact between this side of the veil and the other side of the veil. So I appreciate that, Debbie. Thank you. Have a good night.
I appreciate everything you've done, and like, honestly, I saw the controversy, and I understand there are people out there that are not trustworthy, and it gives people that are a really bad name, and that's really sad. But that's the world we live in. It's ugly.
Have to stretch and stretch and stretch and stretch for people in ways that are really, really difficult. So I appreciate that, Deb.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Terry. It was nice meeting you.
Thank you. It was nice meeting
once a
you.
month. See you later, Deb.
Bye-bye.
We're gonna make a phone call now, okay? And by the way, I've still got this woman standing behind me, and I believe her name is Helen or Ellen. And for those of you who are new to watching me, the reason I rhyme names is because I wear hearing aids and I cover my ass. Okay, there we go. This is Melinda and Terry. How can we help you?
Hi, Melinda. My name is Anna. How are you?
I'm good, Anna. How are you? Who's the man?
I'm so glad I got through.
Me too. Who's the man that's on the other side of the veil? I believe his name. Just a minute. He's talking to me. Hold on. Wait a minute. It's a man, and I think he is maybe your husband and not your dad. Is your husband on the other side?
Yes, he is.
Okay. All right, so hold on. Let me see what I'm getting here before I get to. Is that your question, to talk to your husband, or am I just yakking for no good reason, like I usually do, Anna? You should see what it's like in our house at home when I just start talking to the dead. My husband's like, who are you talking to? You know, is that your Uncle Bill? I don't know.
Well, you're having fun tonight.
Hey, listen, you know what? In truth, Anna, and I know that you're heartbroken over losing your husband, but you know that the strongest emotion that carries between that side of the veil and this side of the veil is humor. And when we have a good time and when we laugh about it and we work on it this way, what it does is it raises the vibration up so that we're able to get more information. Okay. All right. I think his name is Robert or Robin. And I think he has, or you have, a son or a couple of sons, maybe a couple of sons. Do you have sons?
3 sons.
3. Okay, very good. And is his name Bob or Rob?
Robin.
Robin. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm getting a lot of Robins tonight. My first phone call was a Robin, and it came in my meditation, so that's pretty cool. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I was on hold earlier and got disconnected, so maybe.
You know, we're bamboozled as some. You know, Bill and I are old people, so sometimes we disconnect things and stuff we don't mean to. We're sorry. We're sorry. Did Robin have cancer?
Yes.
And he was really, like, he handled himself with such grace and integrity all the time.
Yes.
And he really wanted to show, you know, this emotional courage to his sons. He's very proud of his he calls them his boys, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
And he's very, very proud of each and every one of them. And he's, Robin is a really nice man, Anna. Like, he's just a really nice man, integrous.
I know.
The kind of man that when you shake his hand, he does what he can to follow through on what he's saying.
Exactly.
He loves you very much. He's telling me that you're pretty and that he loves you very much, and that you guys even always, even later on in your marriage, flirted with each other. He says.
Yes.
He says you flirted with each other and you had a a good, like, intimate friendship. Does that make sense to you, sweetheart?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
And do you know who Jerry, or Jeremy is?
That's their middle son.
That's a middle son. Okay. All right. There's grandchildren. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
11.
Oh, I guess there is grandchildren. Well, good for you, baby. I'm so happy for you that you have that many grandchildren. I love my grandchildren so much. There's something he's showing me eating, restaurants or cooking or something with eating.
Yes, he's a chef.
Who's a chef? Robin?
Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy's a chef. Ooh,
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So he it's not just Jeremy that Robin's proud of, okay?
Right.
I mean, he's proud of them all. Could you tell me which one? Okay, he's just gonna jam my head around. Hold on for a second, honey. Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Is one of the boys doing something with real estate or construction or changing something with their real estate?
Yes.
Okay. And do you know who Jason or Jake or Jay or Jacob?
Jacob, I have a nephew.
Okay.
That's a Jacob.
And is one of your are they close cousins? Like, is one of the boys close to his cousin?
Yeah, he's close to Jason.
Okay, so they are close. Okay, so your husband's telling me about the whole family. Okay, so Jacob is a cousin and Jason is a cousin. Is that what you're saying?
No, Jason is a cousin. Jacob is a nephew of his.
Very good. Okay. Woo! All right. So who's doing something with something with the real estate?
He's wanting to get into real estate.
Which kid is that?
Matt.
Okay, Matthew's wanting to get rid of, and he's the older one.
He's the youngest.
Is he taller?
No.
Okay. For some reason, he feels like such an old soul to me.
Who is Matt? Is it old soul?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I believe that totally.
Yeah. Okay. Who is Will, Bill, William, Billy? Bill or Will?
Well, I work with someone named William.
Okay. And are you changing something at your job? He wants to give you a whole reading, man. I'm sorry. He's jumping around like
There's nothing at my job. There's one thing that I'm really worried about.
What is it?
Health-wise with me.
Health-wise? Okay.
Something he would talk about.
Okay. All right. So wait a minute. I'm going to talk to you about that. But there's also something, because he brought up somebody at work. I want you to know that he's with you at work. He also brought up some of the nephews and cousins, and so there's connections there. Tell Matthew that he's an old soul and he'll do fine in real estate. Tell Jeremy that Robin likes the woman that he's with better than the woman that he was. And what's the last kid's name?
What's the what? The last kid's name?
Yeah, there's 3 of them. Give me that one.
Yeah, the oldest is Nathan.
Nathan. You call him Nathan and not Nate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or both.
Well, your husband corrected me, so I said Nate, and he was like, Nathan. Okay. All right. And okay, so I'm gonna go down your aura field for a second, okay, babe?
Okay.
Can I have your birth date?
1/2/54.
Oh, you're the same age as I am. I shouldn't have called myself an old woman in front. We're young.
We're young, Melinda.
Okay, you're a soul 4. You're a double 2. You know what, honey? I want to cover your whole aura field, but I'm going directly to your stomach first. Tell me why.
I don't know why it would be my stomach.
Did you ever have a hysterectomy?
Yes, I did.
Okay, then there was surgery there. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I want to go up to, are you having anything with high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or blood sugar?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Fine.
So have you ever had gastro stuff, sweetheart? Because I'm right here at your throat and chest.
No.
Okay. La 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 la. I'm
I feel like there's blood pressure going on too.
yeah, don't you, Terry? Okay.
Yeah, there's something going on with the blood pressure.
Upset and we're feeling the stress in the chest, honey?
Yes, I'm stressed, totally stressed.
Okay.
So I'm sure my blood pressure
Because
is
it feels right like here and it feels like it's stress here. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I feel it up in the eyes myself.
The
as
eyes
well.
are open right through
From
here.
here to here.
Yeah. So you wear glasses or contact lenses or?
Yeah, I just had eye surgery.
Okay. All right. And so what are you worried about? The eye surgery seems like it went fine to me.
Okay, but I cannot see anything up close. I can't read anything, so it's got me totally freaked out.
That's all right. It's going to dissipate. It feels like it's going to dissipate. What's the number 3 you mean around it? How long ago did it happen?
On Monday.
3 days ago. Okay. It's going to dissipate. Relax.
Don't stress about it.
Don't stress. Yeah, it's going to dissipate. It'll clear itself up. Didn't the doctor say that would clear up a little?
They said it would, but they would have to check me in a week to make sure.
Okay.
So I'm just.
Terri, do you feel it's going to clear up? I feel
I
it's going
feel like it's going to clear up too. I don't stress about it. You know.
Second eye then, will that be okay to do the second eye?
Yes. Second eye, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But it feels like it's going to clear up a little bit. But you're so panicked about it that it felt like in my
Yes.
like right here more than the eyes are like we all have a break in our eye field. So I went right. Okay. Yeah.
The blood pressure just keeps
Is it
going up.
cataract? Was it cataract surgery?
That's cataract surgery, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You're going to be fine, honey. It's going to clear up.
Oh, good. Thank
Okay.
goodness. Okay.
Do you know who Judy or Julie is? Judy or Julie?
Julie or Julie? No.
Okay. All right. Then I'm probably moving on to somebody else. But what's your doctor's name?
Sister.
Sorry?
Daryl's sister.
He's a good doc. He vibrates out well. Okay. Try to relax, baby. You're getting yourself in a tizzy that I don't like.
Yes.
Oh, no, eyes are involved. It's really scary, you know?
I get it. But even your husband's saying you're going to be all right.
Yeah. The hearing is already gone, so it's the eyes. I want them to stay intact.
You're going to be all right, okay, Rob?
Okay.
I mean,
all right.
okay,
Well,
Anna,
if
I called you your
hearing,
husband's name. I'm sorry.
I have a problem with deafness in one ear. Will that ever clear up, or is it just
No.
be that way?
No, it won't ever clear up. It'll be that way.
Okay. All righty.
I mean, you can do what I have done and work at it,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I don't see you going to get a cochlear ear plan or anything. I think it is
Okay.
what it is. Okay.
All right. Do you see any other messages from my husband?
Oh my God, I could sit here and talk to you all night. He just wants to talk about his kids all night. Who's the little girl? 8, 9-ish, 7, 8, 9-ish.
We have a Kira or a Callie.
Callie. All right. It's you. All right. So I'm going to hold this up and then I'm going to read it off and so you can look at it later. In my meditation, I wrote Robin, Robert, Jerry, Jared, Jeremy, Callie, and I even said to Terri, oh, Callie, like Calla Lily.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So apparently your husband is hanging around that child.
Oh, good. Okay, that makes me happy.
All right.
I'm sure he's around all of them.
I'm sure he's around all of them, but Callie is an unusual name.
Yeah.
And
Who
I
talks to her?
I wrote it Cally, but maybe it's Callie. And yeah, he talks to her.
Yeah.
Talks.
Yeah.
She's the one that can hear him well, huh, Terri?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like you were asking about your ears too. Start hearing with your inner ears, your intuition. That will help you.
What did she say about my inner ear?
She said, start listening to your inner ear, your inner intuition, and it will help you.
Oh, okay. All right. righty.
Okay?
I will do that.
All right, Anna, thank you for calling. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Nice lady. Nice
Yes,
husband.
like
Nice
it.
husband. Nice husband.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
a question for Terry, and then we found the grandmother.
Oh,
So
okay,
we're gonna do
Terry,
Terry
Bill said that he has a question for you, and then he found whatever grandmother is standing behind me that smells like,
Oh, yay.
his name is possibly Helen.
Here comes Melinda.
Okay, and here comes Belinda for you with a B.
Okay. Hi, Melinda.
Belinda.
Hi, Melinda.
Hi, Belinda, can you hear us?
Hi. Hi.
I'm not getting any volume.
Unmute yourself. Can you make your volume go up, Belinda?
Nod your head if you can hear us.
Can you hear us? Nod your head if you can hear us.
I don't think so.
Can you see us, Belinda? Hello? Hello, Belinda.
Let me see
She's
this.
frustrated. Wait,
Okay,
give her a
yeah,
chance to
yeah.
see what she's going to do here. So
Yeah,
I'm
she
just going to
has-
give her a chance, okay, Tara? Because she might, you
I'm
know,
good with that. Sure.
yeah,
I
because
can see she's
she's got,
frustrated.
so. Hi, Belinda. You can't hear us?
Tell her to type her question in.
Type your question in and then Bill will ask us, okay? Can you type your question in?
I don't think she can hear us either.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No, she can't hear, Bill.
No
Okay.
audio.
All right, there's no audio on your computer, I don't think, sweetie. Oh, well, can you bring on
Well,
another panelist while she's
yeah.
trying to figure it out?
Mhm. Yes, I can. Just remove it.
Hold on, and we're gonna try to, we'll bring on another panelist while you try to figure it out, Belinda.
There's long lines today.
There's what?
Long lines.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wrapping around.
yeah,
I think it's interfering with some of this.
yeah.
You guys quit interfering.
You know, it happens when we're working with electronics. Hi, sweetie,
Right.
how are you? Can you hear us?
She has no audio either.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Hi. Unmute your computer, honey. Can you hear us?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Is it Anjanette? Is that how I pronounce your name?
Yes.
Very good. So Bill's going to put you back on video
Okay.
so that I can talk to you. I think he's going to try to do that.
Okay.
Can you tell me though, Anjanette, what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful name that is. So, Anjanette. Anjanette, there's a woman that stands behind you. She's, I think, a grandmother type of figure. Were you close to your grandmother?
Yes.
And she is telling me that you've been having some difficulty, or you're feeling some depression, or you're feeling not yourself.
Yes.
And she's with there you are. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, honey. What's your birth date, honey?
3/11/83.
Oh, sweetheart, you are so hard on yourself, and your grandma loves you so much. And you know, I wish you could see what Terry and I see in that beautiful, beautiful face and eyes of yours. But I know you don't, so you're going to have to take my word for it, okay?
Mine too. Mine too.
Yeah, like, oh my God, honey, I could just wrap you right up in my arms. You look at your little dimples and everything. Okay, all right. So, honey, do you know who Mike or Michael or Michelle is? Because Grandma is giving me that name.
Michael John is my brother that was murdered, and Michael is my dad that's still alive.
Okay, your brother was murdered.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's see what we can get here, okay? All right, I'm going to take my jacket off for this, okay? You light up, I'll take my jacket off, okay? Only I won't even pick on you for smoking right now, okay? All right. All right. Did Michael leave after Grandma did? What is Grandma's name, honey?
Helen Stevens.
Oh, she's our Helen. Okay, she's our Helen. Okay, so Helen has been bugging me tonight. She's been wanting to talk to you, okay, because you're feeling so out of your ability to control right now. Does that make sense to you?
I
Okay.
sleep apnea and fibromyalgia and pain. It's just
Okay. All right.
bad.
Okay. All right. So, you know, the fibromyalgia, honey, comes a lot from PTSD. Okay. And so there's a lot of post-traumatic stress for you. And I think that that's part of it. So I just want you to maybe do maybe some counseling if you can. Okay. All right. All right. So your brother, Michael, he's given me the number 3 around it. Did he, was Grandma there first?
No, my brother was first.
Mike was there first. Okay. So what does the number 3 mean around Michael and Helen? Were there 3 years between their passing, or is there something with 3 years ago, or was Michael telling me there were 3 people around him for this situation?
We've heard so many stories. I don't know what's true anymore, really, what happened. Nobody, no justice or nothing for him.
Okay.
But I do believe the 3 people.
Okay, because I'm getting a 3 for a reason, darling, you know, and so I think, you know, it came from Michael, and so I think there's something about three people also, okay? All right, and was it something with, was there a drug, it was drugs involved? Because I'm getting that there were drugs involved with it, and that there was like, that's why it's so polluted or convoluted, because there was a lot of different moving pieces on some drug stuff. Does that make sense?
Completely.
Okay. All right. And so how long ago did Michael leave the planet, honey?
I was 15, so was it 18 years ago?
Okay, he told me, and you know, sometimes that you know, but we're close enough. He told me you were 16.
I was in high. I was probably almost 16.
Okay,
Yeah.
because he wrote a 16 right here, as you can see. So he's telling me 16. Okay, all right, and so and how old was he, honey?
He was 19 years old.
Okay, and when he crossed, it feels like there was already a woman across to help him. You know, that's why I thought Helen went first, because it felt like there was already a maternal energy to help him cross.
His grandma, Dorothy.
Oh, okay.
We shared the same.
Okay, that's why I thought there was a grandmother that was greeting him. It was his grandmother, not yours. Okay, I'm catching up. All right, okay. So that was made him happy because he had somebody that he saw there that came to help him. Okay, all right. And so that made him happy. Do you know, honey, who Brandon or Brendan or Brandy is? Or Brenda?
Glenda?
Yes, who's that?
That is my best friend from school, and I'm
Linda,
also
not Brenda. Okay, thank you, honey. Sorry. Okay, all right, very good. And do you know, are you not working? Are you having trouble with work and finances and you know, that kind of thing, honey?
I'm working, and I'm my friend's caregiver, but just part-time. But it's she's an addict, and it's very.
Is she the heroin addict or the opioids?
Methamphetamine and what is that called? A synthetic cannabis.
Okay.
And it's
It feels like opioids to me, and you know, so methamphetamine is not an opioid, is it? It's crystal. Was your brother on opioids? Was your brother into the opioid, the oxy, the you know, that stuff? Because that's what I'm getting, is something that with the opioids.
Yeah.
Heroin, you know, heroin, oxy, Percocet, Percodan, you know, that opioid family. Was that your brother that was on that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And do you know that your grandma is there in the house with you always? Do you know that she smells like ivory soap to me? Did she use ivory soap?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And do you know why she's showing me purple flowers? Was there something with lilacs or violets? Purple.
Love purple flowers.
Purple flowers. Okay, she's showing me something with purple flowers. And when you were a little girl, did you dance around and kind of go in a little circles and dance around when you were like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6?
Yeah, I have ADHD, so I was really hyper.
Okay, because she's showing me dancing around and, you know, jumping around, dancing around, and, you know, and can you tell me why she's showing me, I think she's showing me stuffy. Well, my grandchildren call them stuffies, like a stuffed animal. Was there a stuffed animal that was important to you? You can tell me why I'm getting an elephant around you?
That's, my son was killed, and elephants is his favorite. You're so wonderful, Melinda.
I could eat you up. All right, listen to me. Listen to me. I'm going to give you, it takes a long time to get in to see me. Okay, baby? So you got to wait. But I am going to give you a gift of my time. Okay, I'm going to give you an hour of my time. And I want you to call the number tomorrow and talk to my assistant, because you've got so much that I want to talk to you about. Please give me your son's name.
His name was Yvonne Onkel, but we always called him Cachetone. It's Spanish for chubby cheeks.
Okay. And how old is your son?
He was 6 months, so he should be 15.
Okay, but he was a baby.
He was my baby.
Okay. And he's the one that grandma's showing me the stuffy and the elephant then. It represents him, because there's no way she could give me that name, because I wouldn't have been able to catch it because of, you know, the language barrier. Okay. All right. And he, there's something about, oh my God, there's something about blankets. Do you know why I'm getting lots of blankets or blankets? Is there something special with the blanket, or did she sew him a blanket, or is there something with the blanket?
He had an elephant blanket that I had for him.
It's the blanket. It's the elephant blanket. Okay, that's the proof that his soul is there with her. Okay, all right, okay. I'm sorry that you've been through so much, but I'm sure glad you got through, and I want you to call my assistant and get in on my calendar, and I'm going to take care of you. You're a good girl. I'm going to take care of you.
I appreciate that.
Okay. All right. So, you know, in the meantime, because it takes a while to get in here, it'll take us months, honey. Okay. In the meantime, I want you to take care of yourself. Okay. And I want you to know that Helen is there, and your brother Michael is there. And honey, one more thing. I can't leave you. I just don't know why. Can you tell me what your mama's name is?
Melinda.
Belinda. I got to tell you something really funny. When I was a little girl, my cousin Gary used to pick on me and say, "Your name's not Melinda, your name's Belinda, you're Belinda." And I'd cry and cry and cry.
I hate her name, but I think it's beautiful. She's my mom.
I think it's good too. You tell her we rhyme perfectly. All right. You call Izzy tomorrow, okay? All right. Bye, baby.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye. All right. Let's get something on for Terri here. Terri, what do you usually charge for a reading, darling?
$250 for an hour.
Exactly what I charge, $250 for an hour. And you know, there are some people, this is why Terry and I do this, by the way, you guys, because we are very busy and we are not looking for your business. We are looking to be able to extend kindness and give you what we can give you in a couple of hours. So anyhow,
Yes.
that's what we both charge, just so you know. And I'm booked way in advance, and I would imagine Terry is here. Belinda, the same name. Did we just talk to your kid? Belinda, can you hear us?
She still doesn't have audio.
Can you hear us, Belinda?
No, I can't hear you.
Turn your computer so we can hear you.
Ask her to nod her head if she can hear us.
Can you hear us? Nod your head if you can hear us. She's talking, Bill.
I guess she's gonna try and go on her phone.
Okay. All right, sweetheart. She's going to try to do it on her phone.
That's interesting, Melinda, huh?
Yeah. Honestly, my cousin Gary used to make me cry. He'd say, you're Belinda. And I'd be like, you know. And honestly, when I was a little girl, my nickname was Mindy, and most everybody called me Mindy. Hey, hello, how are you? Can you hear us, Belinda?
Yeah,
Okay.
so she's trying to get on through the phone. So
Yes.
Okay.
480.
she's not going to be able to get on that
Okay.
way.
All right.
Have her call this number.
Okay. I don't know that number, Bill.
361.
Why don't you call 361? And Bill, the rest of it would be
774
774
4881.
4881. Goodness gracious. All right, let's take a phone call while we're waiting, okay?
All right, that sounds good. Keep it rolling.
Hi, this is Melinda. How can we help you? Terry and Melinda on.
Hi, Melinda.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Finally, I get through to you. Hi, Terry.
Hi, Terry. Who is this?
This is Belinda.
Belinda.
Glenda.
Nice.
Glenda.
Glenda with a G. Glenda.
Yes, Linda with an L.
Okay, how are you, Linda?
Oh, I'm so excited to finally get through to you.
Well, I'm glad that you're getting through to us too. How can we help you tonight?
Okay, Belinda.
We've got all kinds of Glendas, Belindas, and Lindas, and all kinds of things. And you know what, Linda? I wear hearing aids, and so I have like this hearing loss from consonants. So my head is filled with different Lindas. So I'm sorry to call you three of them before I got it right.
It's okay, Melinda. I need a hearing aid myself.
How can we help you tonight, darling?
Well, I'm hoping that maybe you have a message from Mom. And then I have some questions for Terry.
Okay. All right. Let me just grab Mom's energy here for just a second. What's you've got something buzzing over here, it's distracting. What's your birth date, Linda?
5/24/50.
Okay, honey, 14, 15, 20, 24, 6. Okay, so you're a natural born caretaker, correct, sweetheart?
I'm sorry, a natural born what?
Caretaker? Hello? Hello? Hello, are you there? Hello? Wow, we're having a lot of electronic issues tonight.
So much fun.
Okay, Linda, you got to call me back, okay? Call me back, Linda. Call me back. This is Melinda. Who is this? Hi, Roxanne. Hold on for just a second, please. Hi, this is Melinda. Who is this? Yay, Linda, I'm going to put you on speakerphone, okay?
Okay.
Okay, all right. Now, I'm not going to cut you off now. Yay. Okay, so, all right. Linda, the first thing I get around you is that you're a natural born caretaker, right?
Yeah.
And like you took care of your mom, yes?
Well, I did. Actually, she collapsed, and I took care of her while she was.
She shows me that you're there holding on to her, holding her hand and so on. Can you tell me why?
Yes.
I guess I should have said it that way. That's what she's showing me, honey, that you're holding on to her, you're holding her hand.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it was that quick and then she left. Is that what she's saying to me, Linda?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. I'm afraid to turn my computer on.
You're all right. You're all right. The electronics in is going crazy tonight. We're good, sweetheart.
Okay.
Can you tell me when she collapsed, did she leave pretty quickly after that?
Yes, she went right into a coma.
Okay, but you were holding, her spirit was kind of still with her body for a while, and she was watching you take care of her, like you tried to take care of everything. You held her hand, tried to take care of her. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, and she's since she's been gone, has she come to you about twice to let you know she's safe, especially in a dream once?
I don't recall the dreams. I get a lot of butterflies and feathers and coins.
Good. Butterflies, feathers, coins, all of that stuff is very common for spirit to use. And also numbers are very common, so that our audience knows. Butterflies always mean spirit, coins, feathers, and time, like 11:11 synchronized time and that kind of thing. She's telling me, Linda, that was the best way to die, that she was happy to just down and out. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
She was only 68 years old. I don't know. She was very go-getter, happy.
Yeah,
she would have never wanted to go.
She's telling me it was the best way to die, that she was down, she just went down and she was out. She would have never wanted somebody to be having a long process with her. That was not what she wanted. She's happy that she left that way. If she had to go that way, she's happy to go that way. Does when I say it to you that way, does that make sense?
Yes.
She's saying sister. Do you have a sister or does she have a sister?
She has a sister.
Okay. And there's something, and I don't know why she keeps saying to me about the sheets.
Hello?
Yeah, she keeps saying something about sheets, the sheets.
That's the last name.
What's the last name, honey?
Sheets. Sheets.
Yes,
Sheets with a Z.
Okay, well, she was showing me bed sheets, but that was the only way that she could give it to me. Okay.
Okay.
All right. and what's Linda? What's her first name, please?
Eve.
Eve. And her sister's name. Her sister's name, honey?
Marion.
Oh, good. She wrote the Marion right here. Okay. She did not write Eve. She said sheets, but she didn't write Eve. She just wrote the Marion. And
Okay.
Marion and sheets she wrote here. Who is Margaret or Peggy?
Margaret
or Marjorie?
Oh, I'm not picking up on Margie or Peggy.
Okay, so she gave me like those three things in a row: Margaret or Marjorie, Sheets, and Marion. So don't worry about it, honey. People come and get this stuff later, okay? So you, for some reason, and I don't know why, there's guilt where you're concerned. Why are you feeling guilty about it, sweetheart?
About the loss of my mom?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like I was robbed, you know. I mean, she was only 68, so.
You were robbed. I agree with you on that. Having to lose her at 58 was awful, baby. I get that, why you feel that way. I really do. But you know, honestly, sweetheart, when our time is right, our time is right. And she would have never wanted to get like cancer and take a long time to die. That's not who she was, okay?
No.
Yeah, so I think, you know, that you kind of have to accept that that's what what it was. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Do you know who it is around her, honey, that is also dead, that had something with their brain, like Alzheimer's or dementia or a brain tumor or something with their brain?
My stepfather.
Your stepfather did. Okay. All right. And so, and what's his name, sweetheart?
David.
And your mom had some issues to work out with some of the men in her life, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And who was the alcoholic?
Well, David drank a lot of beer.
Okay, so that's why she's saying that. I don't think she always liked that, you know? And who drove like a Cadillac or a Lincoln or some bigger car like that?
Grandpa.
Okay.
Grandpa.
All right. And who smokes? Are you a smoker, baby?
I am. Yes, I am. I'm trying to quit.
Yeah, she wants you to quit. She doesn't like it. Okay.
I know. I know.
She's not happy with that. I mean, she's always happy with you. Don't get me wrong, but and can you tell me why she's showing me a Raggedy Ann or a Raggedy Ann doll? A Raggedy Ann doll.
Oh, she loved Raggedy Ann.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So she's showing me the Raggedy Ann doll. And then do you know who Jim or James or Jamie or Jimmy is?
Jimmy was her grandson.
Okay. And so, and how old is Jimmy now?
Oh, he's probably 35.
Okay. She likes to be in his energy field. What did she die close to his birth, sweetheart?
What's that?
She died before he was born, or that he was little, or what?
No, he's still alive.
Oh, I know, honey, but she passed away when he was how old?
Oh, yes. I can't remember how old he was.
Okay.
She's been gone since 99, so she's been gone a while.
Okay. All right. And I just want to tell you that I'm being told by someone that's standing behind me also, that the Margaret belongs to her and not your mother, that there is a Mary and a Margaret. So I just want to let you know that it's only the sheets and so stuff and Jimmy that she's giving me. The Raggedy Ann and all that stuff is perfect, but I got somebody trying to interfere in your reading. Okay, baby? Okay. I got another dead person trying to give their message to. Sometimes that happens. They try to grab my head together.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And she wants you to know the Raggedy Ann is a good clue because that's really important. Okay. Because that tells you that's a secret thing between you and her. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right. And Sheets is really awesome. And then she's saying something about a bear, B-E-A-R, bear.
She had a lot of those little bears that the Thai bears.
Oh, very nice. Okay. So she's showing me little things.
Collected those.
Okay. So she's showing me little things that are specific to her, you know, for you, babe. Okay. And so
I have a bear that has her name Eve.
That's why she's showing me the bear. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Very good. So that's her message, is that there she is, showing me the bear, the Raggedy Ann, giving me her last name and letting you know she's safe and sound, and that she wouldn't have chosen anything else, and that she's working out some stuff with her. Can you get Terri on? She wants a question for Terri. She's
Terri can hear, but
she's saying that she wouldn't have wanted to die sick. So I'm sorry that happened to you. It feels like you were out. Were you out somewhere?
I was at home. She was out to dinner and she collapsed.
Okay. And then why is she showing me you holding her hand? Would you go to the hospital and hold her hand? What is she showing me?
Yes.
Okay. And so she was with David. Is that what it was?
David had already passed. David passed at a like 55.
Oh, I see. Okay. But he's the one that had the liver issues, or he drank a lot, or had some stuff with his chest.
He had lung cancer and he had a brain tumor.
Okay. And the brain
And drank a lot
that
of
she said.
beer.
All right.
Mhm.
So that's why she's describing that to me. Okay. Last name. And I don't know if this is coming from my other person or not. So let's just see there. And then you can ask Terri about your animal. Okay.
Okay.
There's a Shirley.
A what?
Shirley. Shirley, Shirley.
Shirley, it's not coming to
Okay,
me.
then I got a Margaret and a Mary and somebody talking to me. Okay, what's your question for Terri? Hi, Terri, we're still on with Linda.
I have one more question for you, Melinda.
Go for it.
Do you see anything happening for me in the future this year?
Well, that's a broad question. So are you talking specifically about finances, health?
Relationship.
Okay, you've had difficulty in relationships, right, Linda?
Yes, it's been a long time.
Okay, and have there been 3 times you've been seriously in love or with someone?
Yes.
Okay. And there's one that stands out that was the love. I mean, the other ones, and none of them are great guys, right, honey?
No.
Like you're like a bad picker outer, right, Linda? Who rode the motorcycle, Linda?
My ex-husband.
All right. Well, I'm seeing somebody that rode a motorcycle, and he was a bad picker out, wasn't he, darling? He wasn't a bad man. He just wasn't good. He wasn't good for you. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I know.
Okay. What's his name?
David.
Oh boy, Davids and Davids and Davids. Okay.
A lot of Davids.
All right. Do you know who Bob is right now? Bob.
No, Bob.
Okay, good, because that's the name I'm getting. Are you dating somebody right now?
No.
Okay. I don't want you only dating Bobs, but I am getting the name. I don't want you on Plenty of Fish going, any Bobs out there for me? But, but I am getting the name Bob. And I think, you know what I think? And I'm going to hurt your feelings. You ready?
Go ahead.
You got to quit smoking, because in today's world, the smoking inhibits the romance.
I already know that, Melinda.
Okay.
I know. I quit for 10 years. I quit.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, they're not going to knock on your door.
I know that.
So,
I know I have to get out.
Yeah. So 2 things: quit smoking, get out, join some meetups, and that will help you to manifest. Okay, babe?
All right.
And then the last thing I have to say is that you're still holding on to the motorcycle David, so you got to kind of work some of that stuff out. Okay?
Okay.
All right, sweetheart. All right. Here is Terri. What's your animal question for Terri?
Hi, Terri.
Hi. What can I do for you?
I have a 15 or 16-year-old Karen Terrier. He's the sweetest little guy. But he has been having, I just got him off an antibiotic. He's had a cough, and the vet seems to think it may be his teeth. He will not let me brush his teeth, but I've had them cleaned. But I think they need to be removed, and I'm leery at his age to put him under.
So I feel the back teeth on this side, on the top, that there's something going on up there. Has he been having seizures? Because I feel like there's been some seizures going on.
He's never had a seizure.
He's never had a seizure.
Okay.
Never.
There's something going on up in the brain. To me, it feels like there is some sort of seizure, so keep an eye out. It might just feels like the energy is just going on in there. As far as the teeth, it does feel like it's the back top on the left side. So right here where I'm pointing, that right here is where there's something going on. Feels like that the tooth is heavily infected, almost ready to fall out.
Do you think he'll make it through anesthesia, Terri? If she does?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
So you don't. I'm having a little difficulty hearing you.
She doesn't think that that the dog will make it through anesthesia.
Okay. But you seem to think there's something going on with his brain.
Yes.
He thinks that he might have a seizure or something, and maybe that's what you look for as he gets older in his age, to know when it's time to send him over the Rainbow Bridge.
Yes, thank you.
Okay? Because, as you heard earlier in the show, we both Terry and I believe in sending animals over the Rainbow Bridge. They actually ask for it.
Yes.
It's humane. So watch for the seizures coming up, but she doesn't think he'd make it through the anesthesia either. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Can I ask her another question?
You can ask her another question.
I have two schnauzers that have crossed over. Are they with me?
Two schnauzers on the other side. Are they with her?
They are. They're always with you.
Yes.
I feel like the female used to grab a pillow and shake it, kind of like to get you to play. And so the pillow is probably, I would say, 8 by 8, this size.
Did your
Little
dog
frigid.
like shake a pillow 8 by 8 in size, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So that pillow, I feel like when she's trying to get your attention, it moves. So pay attention to that because she's letting you know that she's there. So just talk to her. They love it when we talk to them. Love it, love it. Whether they're in physical form or in spirit form.
Okay.
Oh,
All
thank
right. You're welcome. Have a good night.
you too.
I got a Margaret bugging me or a Mary bugging me or both. I don't know. I've got a couple of sisters named Margaret or Mary. Is that Belinda on your phone?
And I'm gonna try and get her back.
Here's Belinda rejoin. It's the Belinda show.
One way or the other, we'll make this work.
Hi, Belinda. All right, Belinda, apparently Bill's got you on his phone, and I don't know what that means to me as far as that's concerned. Can you hear me, Belinda?
I can hear you fine.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay, can you hear Terry?
Yeah, it's distant, but I can hear, so it might be low.
So if Terry cannot hear you totally, Belinda, I will translate. Now, I just have to ask you, your name is unusual, and we talked to a lovely young girl tonight who'd lost her brother and her grandmother and said her mother's name was Belinda. Is that you, or are you a different Belinda?
I'm an old soul, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so it's not you. Okay, unusual
No,
to get
it's
two.
not me.
Unusual to get two Belindas tonight, huh? Okay. All right, Belinda, what's your question for us, honey?
Well, I have one actually, Melinda. I love watching you.
Thank you so much, honey.
This is the first time I have a pleasure of actually speaking with you.
You are an old soul, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My question was for Terry.
Okay.
My sister has a dog that's missing actually.
Okay.
For like 3 weeks, and the kids are really just heartbroken over the dog. And I just wanted to know if she had any insight at all on if the dog's still with us, if the dog.
Did you get that whole question, Tara?
I did. I just need to know what's the dog's name, and it was your sister.
It's my niece. My niece's dog.
What's your niece's name and what's the dog's name?
Her name is Ashley, and the dog's name is Jason.
What's the dog's name?
Jason is the dog's name.
Jason Mason. Yeah.
Jason Mason.
Jason Mason. Okay.
What kind of dog is Jason?
He's pit bull bulldog, I want to say.
Okay.
Young. Young.
Okay. All right, Terry, let's see if we can find this dog. It feels to me like somebody's got the dog.
I feel like he was taken. I can see the man that took him. Tall, thin, brown hair, raggedy jeans, long sleeve white shirt. Feels like the face is a little scruffy, but there's not anything really growing there. The guy's carrying him under his left arm and just picked him up and took off. I feel like he was taken to be part of a ring of some sort. I don't know if it's a ring, but to be sold. The collar was taken off of him. I don't see a collar, so I should have asked you, did he have a collar on him? Because I don't see a collar. So to me, I just I'm feeling like it was taken off. All identifying marks were removed from him. Pickup truck, dark in color. Just a 2-door, not anything bigger than that. Mud on the sides. The dog doesn't really understand what happened to him. He just knows that was with this man and now he's with other dogs. He's very young. The communication is kind of scattered. I feel like he really is. He's scared, but not overly scared. I just feel like he just doesn't understand what's going on. Almost like he's been shifted from place to place to place. I feel like he's within 5 miles of where he was taken.
New phone call, Bill.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Your niece knows the man.
Okay.
I don't feel like it's a really close connection, but she knows the man. If you can write down the description that I gave you and ask her if she knows him, I'd be willing to work with you outside of this.
Okay.
How does she get a hold of you, Terri?
You can either, I'm going to give you my phone number. It's 602-717-8508. You can also email me at animalhealer.tw@gmail.com, whichever one works for you.
You can Google her, Belinda. You'll find her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And you can go back. Will be on my Facebook tomorrow. You can go back and hear yourself and get the number and stuff. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you can message me on Facebook as well, Terri Wallace, or you can go to Earth Healing, the number 4animals.com, and message me through there as well.
4animals.com. Okay, Terri Wallace. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
And she'll work with you privately on it. Okay, Linda.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. You have a good night. I'm glad you finally got in.
Okay.
Thank
Melinda, do you have anything for me?
Oh, I have lots of things for you. Give me your birth date, sweetheart.
Well, 1963.
It's so interesting because numerologically you're a 314, but you really lean on your threes. Are you doing energy work, Belinda?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somewhat.
What does somewhat mean? Because boy, are you supposed to be doing energy
I
work?
don't really know what I'm doing.
Okay.
You know, I get a lot of intuition. I get a lot of spiritual messages, but as far as I don't have a clue what I'm doing.
Okay, there are a couple of people that teach medium classes. One is James Van Prague, and he is, got a regular school on it. And I think, honest, and it's all done computer. You don't have to go anywhere. And I think it would really help you fine tune that intuition of yours, because I think you're supposed to be in the healing arts or in energy work in some form or fashion. I think there's some stuff from your own inner child that interferes with you. Like, I think there may have been some stuff when you were a kid that, wasn't always a happy time that interferes with you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
With the spirits, yeah.
Okay.
That was about the only thing I was really scared of.
Okay, and so I think you got to get over some of the childhood stuff. Like I used to have my parents like sleep with me at night, for like years until I was like almost till I was like 12 years old, from like 9 to 12 because of it, So I think, healing the inner child stuff on some of it for you. I think some of it was interfering in your, I think, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that there's also something with someone around you. Wait a second, honey, my throat.
I feel like James Van Prague would be a really good person for you to study with.
He'd be a great fit for you. He'd be a great fit for you.
Yeah. And I would tell you, I still sleep with lights on. Little night lights. I actually have salt lamps where I leave the light on all the time.
I have a salt lamp in my room too, actually. But I sleep with Bill, and as you can see tonight, his lights are off a lot. Anyway,
good.
Is your dad on the other? Is your dad on the other side?
Yes, today is the anniversary.
Because I'm getting your dad coming through and telling me to tell you that he's doing really fine, and and he's actually got a good sense of humor too. Your dad, yes?
He does.
Okay.
Yes.
And what is your dad's name, please?
His name is David. Let me look right on him.
Okay. All right. Very good. And do you have a brother, Belinda?
Yes, I have two.
And is he's concerned about one of your brothers? Is one of your brothers having some trouble, sweetheart?
Yes, my oldest brother.
Okay. And can you tell me, well, what's his name? Is he also
David as well.
Yeah,
He's a junior.
He's a JR. Yeah, that's what your father said. He's a JR. And can you tell me who Charlie or Charles or Chuck or Charlene or Charlotte is?
I have the Charles. I have my grandson is his dad.
Ah, okay. So why is your dad upset about your grandson's dad? Is there some stuff happening between your grandson's mother, your daughter, and the baby daddy or whatever he is, or no?
No. Maybe let me try and see if it's someone else.
No. I'm getting yes. That's it. Okay. What's your grandson's name?
He's got a funny sense of humor.
Taylor is his name.
Yes, Charles
Okay.
Taylor.
Oh, your
Oh,
grand.
I'm sorry. His name is Charles too. He goes by Taylor.
Okay. Woo! I thought I was losing my touch with you all the way around, Belinda. Okay. All right. No, honey, that's okay. That's okay. Your dad is around Charles Taylor a lot, okay? Because when you said grandson, he was like, yes, okay. So your dad likes to be in Taylor, even though his name is Charles Taylor. He likes to be around that kid a lot, okay? That really makes him happy. And the kid makes him happy. How old is the kid?
So, Taylor?
Yeah.
He's going to be 13
Okay.
in like 2 weeks.
You know, there's crystal children are usually 10 and under, but I think Taylor has some crystal energy. He's really quite bright and sensitive, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you've got a good, sweet relationship with him, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's my first.
Yeah.
Right, yes.
Oh, I get it. So, you know, so that's where your father spends a lot of his time is with your first grandchild. Okay. All right. But your father's saying something about the Navy. Was he in the Navy? Was somebody a sailor?
My grandfather.
Okay.
His dad.
Okay. So he's spending some time with the sailor. He's, you know, spending some time with his dad on the other side and enjoying their company. They had some, you know, stuff. And somebody was a bowler or did something with somebody bowled.
My sister bowls.
Okay. All right. So he's also telling your sister that he mentions her, like, and Charlie, and he's all over the place and he loves you very much. And I think you need to do your own spirit work. Okay.
I agree.
All right, sweetheart. And I'm glad you got
Thank
through.
you.
You're welcome. Have a good,
Me too. It's a blessing.
good, have a good
Thank
night,
you.
darling. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Bye.
Boy.
My poor husband, I pick on him mercilessly. Let's take a phone call. Hi, this is Melinda and Terri. How can we help you? Hello? Hello and goodbye. Hi, this is Melinda and Terri. How can we help you? Hello? Hello? Hello?
You know,
Hey, we got you. Can you hear me on speaker?
Yeah.
Perfect. Who's calling?
wait a minute.
Hello? Who's this?
Hello. My name's Rochelle.
Hi, Rochelle. How are you, honey?
I'm good. How are you?
We're good. Do you have a question for me or for Miss Terri Wallace?
Yeah, I was hoping to get through to my grandfather.
Your grandpa. Oh man, I've been getting some really good grandparents today. I just got Belinda's daddy who told me her grandson's name and all of that. Let's take a look, Rochelle. First of all, honey, give me your birth date.
11/22/96.
1996?
Yeah.
I got clothes older than you, girl. I got shoes.
Yeah, me too.
I'm wearing shoes older than you, kiddo. All right. Who is Richard, Rick, or Dick?
Richard is that's my dad.
Ah, okay. And so, hold on, Grandpa's starting without me. Okay. 15, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Oh, she's a 31 too. How interesting. You're the second person in a row that I'm getting the numerology 314 for. And the interesting thing is neither the lady before you nor you feel like a 4 to me. You're both relying on your 3s because 4s are kind of bland and boring, and you're not that, are you, darling?
I'm not.
No. In fact, you're a kick. You're a hoot. You're adorable too.
Thank you.
You're the apple of Grandpa's eye.
Oh.
Okay, so it's Grandpa on Mom's side.
Yes.
Even though he gave me Dad's name. Ha! Okay.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? He gave me Dad's name. How come? Are you working something out with Dad right now?
Yes, I am. I'm just going through a hard time with Dad right now.
Okay.
But, yeah.
So Grandpa is telling me to tell you that he's been watching you going through a hard time with Dad, and that he loves you very much, and he wants you to know that he's proud of you, because apparently you've been very grown up about things, like you've held your own, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell me why your grandfather's telling me dentist?
I'm sorry?
Your grandfather's saying something about a dentist.
I'm not sure.
Is somebody a dental assistant or somebody doing something with dental stuff, honey?
Not that I know of. No.
Did you have braces when you were a kid that bothered you or something, and he's telling me that?
No. My older brother did.
And it really bothered your brother a lot?
Yeah. Yeah.
And your grandpa like is always like in you guys is like he's always around you guys, right, honey?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but for some reason he's showing me braces, so I don't know, when did Grandpa pass?
I believe it was, well, he was, I want to say 58, 59, but it was back in 2012, 2013.
Okay. So, so your brother had the braces while he was alive?
Yes.
Okay, because apparently your brother must have complained to Grandpa about the braces or something.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is Grandpa's name, honey? And who's drawn to the arts, or is somebody named Art?
His name is Jerome.
Jerome. Did they call him Jerry?
They did, yeah.
Okay. Because I feel like that he says not Jerome, Jerry to me.
Yeah, he went by that nickname a lot.
Okay. All right. And who's drawn to the arts, honey?
That's me.
Okay. Like really special, right, honey?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, because he's really, really excited about you being on the, you know, like in the arts field. Like that's your where you're supposed to go. You understand that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And do you know who had cancer around Jerry, honey?
That would be my dad. He dealt with cancer?
Okay. Boy, he's really on your dad tonight. I must need to give you some advice about Dad. What's going on with Dad? And who's Harold Harrison, Harry?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Ask Mom. But because you know Jerry may be giving me some of his friends or whatever. Okay. Who wore the uniform? Military, fire, police.
That would be my dad as well.
Ah, it's all about your dad tonight. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, girl. What's going on with Dad?
Just having troubles with our relationship right now. Just trying to figure out, how we get along best.
Okay, so I'm going to be as discreet as I possibly can be, okay?
Okay.
Sometimes when we're an old soul like you, who's artistic in our nature and sees things from an artistic point of view, we are unable to understand certain people who may be younger souls and get things very black and white in their nature and want you to stick to their idea of how things should be. You understand what I'm saying? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Grandpa says that you need to stick to your guns on what you need for you respectfully.
Yeah.
And he says that he's very proud of you and he hasn't left you and he hasn't let you down.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. How old were you when he crossed, darling?
I believe 13.
He said 12 right here. I've got the number 12 written out. Hold it up to the screen so you can see it. But again, close enough. Like you know, sometimes men don't get numbers right. Do you know who Rory or Corey, Rory or Corey or Courtney, Corey?
No.
Now that's a young person's name, so that's got to be in your energy field, honey.
It's not ringing a bell with me.
Okay, so see how it pops up for you in the future. I don't know if you watched the show earlier, but someone came on and said I gave her a name that she then discovered what it was later. So hold on to that name for yourself. Are you in school? There's a teacher in your energy field.
I did. I graduated from Ball State with a teaching degree.
Good, because your grandpa just said, teacher, right here. Yay. Okay, so I just held it up. Okay. Now, did he wear hats, Grandpa?
Sometimes.
Do you wear hats?
I don't really.
All right. So tell me, does Dick, Rick, or Richard wear hats?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Okay. I think you got to resolve the issue with your dad.
I feel like her grandpa is trying to give her dad a swift kick in the behind.
Oh,
So,
I agree. I agree. Your grandpa would do that if he were on the planet. However,
yes.
What grade are you teaching?
It would be elementary, general elementary special ed.
Okay. You special ed meaning kids on the spectrum?
Yes.
Ah, that's why Grandpa did this. Okay. Again, you're gonna have to look back at it. But here I have teacher, psychology. So he's telling me that you do something special there. Okay, darling?
Yeah.
All right. So you just got to figure out who Harris, Harry, Harriet, or Harold is, which you'll have to ask your mother. That's an old man's name. Although I guess in today's world, people are naming their kids young, the young kids old man's names. And Rory or Rory or Corey. But Grandpa's fine on the other side. He just wants you to work things out with Dad. Okay, honey? For you, not for Dad. For you, he wants you to.
Thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye, honey.
Bye.
Okay, let's have a question for Terri. So, I think we need to have a question for Terri. How you doing? How you holding up, Terri? By the way,
I'm holding up pretty good. Some of these people are pretty funny.
We're past our time we're past our time, but let's do one more. Oh, I like this lady too. Okay.
Hi.
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 All right, so Terri, you're gonna like this lady. It's another one where I need to keep my mouth shut. Although I know you forgot about one brother, but I didn't write it down. Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you can hear you. Yes.
I'm on. They took me. Okay, sorry, Debbie's right here. So
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Melinda.
Okay, what's your question for Terri, kids?
Okay, well, I wanted to ask Terri if she can get a hold of my mom's dog, Honey. You know my mom, Melinda, she's 90, and she lives by herself still, and we just had to put her dog down a week ago. It'll be 2 weeks this Saturday, and she's just been devastated. It's so quiet in her home now, and she thought she saw Honey come to the foot of her bed, not on the bed, but on the floor and looking up at her. Like, for some reason, my mom said she felt like she needed to go up on her elbows, and she looked, and she saw Honey looking at her, so she felt really good. All the kids, we've all been kind of worried about my mom since she lost Honey, because she's by herself now, and it's so quiet, and Honey was her baby and her companion. So I was just wondering if Terri, if you can get in touch with her, or I don't know how you would do that, just to give my mom some comfort.
Sure. What's your mom's name?
Dolores.
So Honey's waiting for your mom. She'll be there for your mom when your mom's ready. And so she will continue to keep visiting her.
Okay.
Just something for you all to be prepared for. I feel like, she's doing very well. She's happy that she's on that side. There are many other people that are there, people and animals. It's just an intermingling. She's just waiting. She's good. She's waiting.
You know what I'm getting, Terri, that I'd like confirmation on? Because I don't tap into animals the same way you do, but what I'm getting is that her spirit left so that Dolores would not trip over her.
Do you mean
Yeah,
physically?
Yes, I agree with you on that. I think there were several different reasons why she left. She knew that your mom was having more and more difficulty moving around, getting around, and focusing just on her versus herself and the rest of the family. And so that, yes, is one.
Oh, she did trip over here at one time, and by a miracle, nothing was broken. I happened to be over there at the time she fell.
Yeah.
Okay, so Honey was probably about 15, and she appeared in my mom's bushes in the front yard when my dad was bedridden. My mom was taking care of my father, and she took Honey in, and 2 weeks later she had 6 puppies.
Wow.
So, yeah, and so Debbie and I adopted one of the dogs, Sammy, and he passed young. He was 7, and he had hemangiosarcoma. It was brutally hard. We did surgery, and then I tried to help him holistically.
His name's right here, Sam, right here. His name's right here in my meditation.
Oh, how funny. Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. And then recently, Debbie and I, well, not recently, they're going to be a year. We just adopted kittens. They're all siblings. And the orange cat is Leo, and he follows Debbie around like a dang dog. And I'm wondering, is that Samson? Could it be?
I feel like, yes, that he does come through the kitty to kind of, be a part of the family again and to get her attention, your all's attention. Hey, I'm still here, Okay. I feel like your mom is on the lonely side because of that,
Yeah.
It would be a good idea, I feel, for maybe either to take somebody to go visit with her as far as the animals, or to have one of the babies go stay with her. When they're old enough.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean Honey's babies?
No, the kitties.
Oh, okay. Well, I have a dog, Jackson. We have a dog, Jackson, and I bring him over there, and she loves that. But she's always trying to give him Honey's treats, but he's kind of on a diet. So, but yeah, I love how much you laugh. I think that's great. But yeah, I bring Jackson over there, and my sister wants to bring her dog over as long as she doesn't jump up on my mom. But
Yes.
my dog, our dog kind of knows not to jump on elderly people. For some reason, he just knows that. But he doesn't on my neighbor, and he runs right up to her and stops. She has to walk with her and stuff. So, but okay, we'll just
good.
keep doing that.
Nice.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I was suggesting to have company for her because she is on the lonely side for a pet. And if she were to have a dog there, it would need to be one who was used to working with people with disabilities, therapy, that sort of thing, because they're more aware of being careful to move out of the way. Cats, on the other hand, they just are more aware and sensitive to the energy.
They just move out of the way.
They just move out of the way. So, that would be ideal for her. I feel like she'd be okay with that. You need to ask her though. But there's one of the little ones. He's different color than the rest.
One of Honey. One of
the kitties. Yes.
Oh, that's Leo, he's orange. The other one are like, what do you call them? Torties? They're
all torties?
No, well, I don't think Leo is. He's what do you call it? He's orange.
Yeah, it's the one, he's definitely different. So that if that's Leo, then I would suggest that one because it's the one that's different than everybody else is the one that should go.
Okay. That's Leo, definitely. But just to visit, right?
Oh, no, I would say to go ahead. I mean, that's up to you, I would say to go ahead and let him go stay there.
Oh.
That's up to you guys.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if Debbie's gonna be able to let me go.
He could go for, you know, like all grandchildren, he could go for sleepovers one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If Deb, yeah, so if Debbie's not ready to let him go, you know.
Okay.
Sleepovers.
That's
All right,
hilarious.
sweetheart. Thank you for checking in.
Thank you for selecting me. I really appreciate it.
It's good talking to you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Welcome. Bye.
Well, listen, everybody, yeah, Terry and I have been on for 2 hours, and that's a long time to do this kind of work, especially when we both work today and we both have to work tomorrow. So we're gonna you know, sign off here. The names I did not get to here were Evan and Carol and Walter and Jonas and something in Florida and Neil. Also, I had a Mary and a Margaret here standing behind me. They were sisters. They want to say hello to whoever it is that they missed and try again next week. Who's on with us next week, Bill? Somebody's on with us next week. I think maybe it's Alana for medical questions. Jackie will let everybody know. We're sorry that we didn't get to everybody. As always, thank you, Terri Wallace, for joining us, and thank you everybody else for joining us, and have a wonderful night. Good night.
Thanks. Good night.
Night.